new shot. Master Bori will teach you wood, which means whirlwind.
Wood.
You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thing. Approach Master Bori and give it his knowledge of wood. Now we will see how you shot. Master Wolfgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori. Now, your turn. Stand next. To me, Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes. Your quick mastery of a new Thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself... No, indeed not. But beware that your skill does not outstrip your wisdom. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengraf. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return. Sky, guard you.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn. Your lies fall on deaf ears, Deceiver. The true Dragonborn comes. You are but his shadow. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
Find them! Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
You're back! Can I get a few gold to spend? Please? What? Seriously? No way! With this, I could buy everything in the market! Wow! Thanks! Braith is a big meanie. She keeps telling Lars and me what to do. I don't want to play with her anymore. You got me a present? Thanks. Papa!
My patron appears once more. Have you need of my blade? If you change your mind, seek me out here. Walk always in shadows, so that you will see your foes before they see you.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
I might just be a servant among lords, but don't think for a moment I don't take my duties as seriously as the Jarl himself takes his.
Ain't nobody high and mighty in these halls, except in the Jarl. And don't you forget.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, no, even if you are my elder.
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun.
Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleazy little man, but he has good stock.
My carriage is the safest way to travel. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Ever been to Windhelm? Oldest city in Skyrim by some count. They say the big old palace there was built by Ys. You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Oh. Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave? You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one. Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying. Safe travels.
Spare a coin for an old woman, my lord. Spare a coin. Talos rewards the generous. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor. Enjoy
The
your
divine
stay,
smile
and
on
don't
a
break
charitable
nothing.
soul.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while.
Sorry, but I'm not looking to hire any more crew right now. You don't know what freedom really means. The North Wind is my mistress, and I'm her master. I don't tolerate any disloyalty. You looking for work? Got a sailor who thought running a gang of thieves would be more money than hauling my cargo. You make an example of that gang, I'll give you a year's worth of pay. That's the spirit. Right. See you round.
Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them Greyskins know what I think of them. You a Dark Elf lover? Get out of our city, you filthy piece of trash. Don't like it? Too bad. This is our city. Ours! Don't think I can take you? 100 septum say I can punch you back where you came from. All right? Fists only. None of that magic stuff either. Let's go. Come on. Hey!
Fight! Fight! Seconds on the big one.
Damn you.
You're just gonna stand there and take it?
That wasn't a fair swing.
Drive that snow back to the ground.
Get him.
Come on.
Kill him.
Yeah. Here. Good to see you again, friend. Wouldn't surprise me. They've done nothing to help in the fight for Skyrim's freedom. Those Thalmor are elves too. I bet they're working together. Maybe I should round up some men and take us a few prisoners to interrogate. Get out of my face.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while.
What do you need?
Never much cared for Windhelm. The place is depressing.
I was one of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army, until I took a sword to the chest. I'd be out there fighting the Imperials right now if it wasn't for my war wound.
How could... You didn't hear it from me, but if you want a real drink, try the Corner Club in the Grey Quarter.
Ever since that Imperial Craven ran me through from behind.
No one bought any flowers again today.
Don't have any trouble drinking, though.
I don't know what to do. They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do? Really? Do you have a place I could live? Oh, wow. Are you sure? You really wouldn't mind? Yay! Thanks, Mr. Papa. I promise I'll be the best daughter ever.
Did you know that candle on the mantle hasn't gone out in over 100 years? Yes?
I need to get my things and say goodbye to everyone. I'll meet you at home. Thanks. Thanks so much. I need to get my things and say goodbye to everyone. I'll meet you at home. Thanks. Thanks so much.
Sorry, but I'm not looking to hire anyone.
If it's a mercenary you're looking for, you found him. There's no stronger sword arm for hire in all Skyrim. Best not to walk the roads of Skyrim alone.
You don't know what
I'm a writer by trade. Not that I write drama, friend. The legends and history of Skyrim made to excite and inspire. Poor Gerard Germain at the Bard's College has been waiting for my latest work, Olaf and the Dragon, for weeks now. Roads are a mess. Indeed it is. May you lose yourself in the pages of a good book.
Been on the river since I could walk. Wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yes? Yes?
I'll be fine.
Master, you're far too old for this sort of journey. We don't know what's inside.
I can... Just...
You see, you're not well. Have a seat, and I'll fetch you some tonic.
Now, if there was a tonic that could help me, I would have found it by now. So close to the answer. Just a man's life work is all. I finally derived the location of the white phial, but this doting busybody won't let me get it. You would do that? It's good to know there are some people out there who are willing to help an old man. It's buried with its maker, Corral Mill, in a long-forsaken cave to the west of here. Corral Mill was a crafty one, even in death. You would need the skills of a master alchemist to reach his resting place. Luckily for you, I've already made the mixture. Here, take it. Please, don't dally. I've wasted enough time arguing with my useless assistant here. I've spent my entire life searching for it. It brought me all the way to these frozen reaches from the warm embrace of Somerset Isle. Entire years spent in libraries, seeking out tiny villages with local legends that contain but a whisper of a hint of the phial. I even named my shop after it, hoping that it might attract anyone who had heard of it. And now it's within my grasp. But the eight, it seems, have chosen me for their amusement. For in my current condition, I'll never be able to lay my hands on it. A legendary bottle, forged in the days when Skyrim was just starting its turn to ice. A small container made of the magically infused snow that first fell on the throat of the world. It is said that the phial will replenish whatever fluid is placed inside of it. For an alchemist like myself, it is the most pure expression of my art. To create from nothingness is poetry. Why are you still standing around here? Go get me the phial, you fool! I'm sorry to always be so hard on you, boy. I just worry I don't have much time left.
Master, don't say such things. There is always time.
Don't be so sure. Now, have you finished grinding the dried snowberries?
No. Not yet. I'm sorry, I was reading up on the effects of distillation.
What? You've been lollygagging in idle reading?
No, my master can be a bit short-tempered, but I've learned so much from him. It doesn't matter what I believe. Norellian does. And it might be the only thing keeping him alive right now. Are you kidding? I came all the way from Cyrodiil just to work with him. He's not the best teacher, but just watching him, I've learned so much. All right, then.
Spare a coin. Talos rewards the generous. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that honor in such a day?
Balgruuf won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on... Right, run.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Balgruuf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Next Imperial I see
Many, I
dead.
fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in
At
their
first they
hearts.
called us that to belittle our cause. But we
to
gladly
wage.
accept being named for Ulfric Stormcloak, the only true High King of
How many
Skyrim.
of their sons and daughters
We are the true sons and daughters of Skyrim, and Ulfric. He is the truest of us all.
Tell me, God.
We fight to make our
Why do
land
you
great
fight
once
for me?
more, to raise up
I
strong,
follow
noble
you into the
thanes,
depths of
and lay low
oblivion.
false jarls and the cowards who hide behind
Yes,
them.
but why do you
The
fight?
sound of our fury
for me.
is a storm about to break on the heads of our enemies.
die before
Our
hell
friendship,
dictate
a cloak
the
of
fates
true
of
brotherhood
men.
for all who would wear it.
One in this.
I fight for the men
I'll take
I
my
hold in
leave
my
then.
arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan. I'm not sure you belong here, friend.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you? Ah, yes. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken. Railof's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good man, but he hasn't returned yet. So I'll need to wait for his account. For now, speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helgen. Seems we're all branded villains these days. So long as your criminal past stays in the past, and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our ranks.
gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How could mere men bring down such a beast?
I have a home again. A family. I almost can't believe it. Thank you. Thanks for everything. Papa! Wow, really? Thanks. That big tree in the park looks so sad. I feel sorry for it.
What do you need, my Thane? Good day. I am your sword and your shield. What do you need, my Thane? Farewell.
Wow, Oh, stop teasing me.
Finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
Tiny trinkets for your good.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time. Yes, Braith bullies me all the time. All the elders think I'm a milk drinker because I can't fight. Nobody understands. If you can get Braith to leave me alone, I'll be your best friend. Forever. I'll pay you too. My whole life savings. 2 septums.
What brings you to the market?
I'm here to buy food, Nazim. I suppose you don't need to worry about that.
Oh, good. She'll listen to you. I just know it. Well, I used to sneak out at night and try to tip over the big ox in the Greymane's yard. And me and Mila used to climb up on the roof of Dragon's Reach and look for birds' eggs. But I don't do that stuff anymore. Father keeps catching me and then I get in trouble. All right then.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know. Yeah? Why?
Just browsing, or were you looking for something particular?
Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut
Funny you should
or
ask.
tender rack of ribs.
I'm in the market for a new locket. Something in polished silver, maybe. Big enough to hold, say, a gold enough letter. Ah, I see. I think I know just what you
Chops and
need.
steaks fit for your
I don't have anything.
Okay, I'll leave him alone. I was just kidding around. Besides, if he'd only kiss me, I wouldn't have to beat him up all the time.
Come back to pick it up in...
Boys, girls, dogs, elders. There's nobody I won't fight. I work with my mother to sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days, but hard work. I don't fight Lars no more, if that's what you're worried about.
By the best...
I bet you could slay one of those mean old dragons. I bet you could do anything.
Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut steak or
Mm-hmm.
ribs.
I'm just out and about, love. The bannered mare can do without me for a bit, I suspect.
I just want to go home and read. The who? I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about. Back to my book.
Come to chat with an old woman, Do your good deed for the day. My friend Maven and I... Have you met Maven in Riften? We know our place in this world. Know the place of others, too.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wild.
Farewell.
I'll get back to the bannered mare soon enough. Just need to stretch my legs a bit. All right, then.
Shiny trinkets for your good lady. All crafted by the great Orlan.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
What is it that you need? With good planning and constant vigilance. Even now, my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we might drive back these terrors. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread after an attack. But our greatest weapon? Courage. For if we cannot kill the beast, we must at least have the tenacity to drive it back. Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best we can do. No doubt, he thought it was the only way to make his point. And also, because he knew he could. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
Balgro, did you slip out again last night for a drink at the Bannered Mare?
Heard about that, did you? Yes, I went out for a pint or two. What of it?
These secret visits to the tavern will make you an easy target for an enemy assassin. You should have told me first.
Damn it, woman, I'm the Jarl of Whiterun. I won't apologize for talking to my people. You can't protect me every moment of the day.
That might be so, but it will never stop me from trying.
What is it that you need?
I'm not a man. I'm a weapon in human form. Just unsheath me and point me at the enemy.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward. Of course. It's all in this note. The Jarl is, as you can imagine, very busy. Perhaps I can assist you. Well, there are 3 of them, arranged in 3 tiers, as you may have noticed. The Plains District is so named because it's the closest of the 3 to the plains that surround the city. The inn and marketplace are found there. Most of the city's residents live in the Wind District, which is the middle of the 3. Dragon's Reach occupies the highest, which we call the Cloud District. From here, the Jarl can see all that goes on within his city. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with death.
Papa! Stay safe. Did he... Take care.
My favorite drinking. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You ever met one of them cats? Khajiit, I think they called themselves. I hear there's whole...
Bringing home any.
And you'd have me do what? Join the college and prance about casting spells all day?
I'll sell just about anything if it's worth my time. Keep that in mind, will you? Wasn't by choice, I can tell you that. Options were in short supply. Ranmir and I grew up here, and nearly any money I make, he drinks away. Without the coin to pack up and leave, I decided to take to trading. Very funny. I'm sure you've noticed that Winterhold isn't exactly overflowing with people. So I'll sell whatever I can. If it's worth putting a price on, you can bet I'll do it. I've been burned a few times, made a few bad deals, but mostly I come out on top. Yeah, it was stupid of me. I shouldn't have believed the story and just refused the trade. But I didn't, and now I'm stuck with this worthless junk. Some line about this clothing in Ingol Barrow. He said it was worth more than its weight in gold if I took it back there. Something about placing it back in Ingol's chamber, I don't know. What was I thinking? Even if it were true, I'm not setting foot in some ancient tomb filled with who knows what. I don't even care anymore. You want to check it out? Fine. I'll sell you the thing for 50 gold, and then it's your problem. Fine, here you go. You get killed on account of this thing, it's not my fault. Got it? But I suppose if it does actually turn out to be worth something, let me know, will you? Don't just walk away from me. Where do you think you're going?
To the inn for a drink, of course. Where else could I even go with some monsters?
And what? You think that'll solve all your
Can't
problems?
wait to kill another Imperial. Destruction magic's fine. Just don't go burning down any buildings.
I'm sorry, could you describe the smell?
Like some horrible monster was turned inside out and then exploded. What did you do?
It was a minor miscalculation. I've already corrected it for future experiments.
This is why people have a problem with your college, Nelagar.
I don't... My days at the college are long behind me, but I prefer to stay close by. No. Gods no, not for years. I left Winterhold for some time, and returned to stay here at the inn. I still have research that keeps me busy, and being here in Winterhold ensures I have access to former colleagues. Mm-hmm.
If there's anything you need, just let me know. If you've business with the college, you're welcome to stay here. It's where most of our business comes from, in fact. That's right. College of Winterhold, just north of town. Hard to miss. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need. Unlike some folks here in town, we have nothing against the college or the people that come and go.
Just say the word if you need a drink or something to eat. We may not have as much to offer as Whiterun or Solitude, but we'll do what we can to make your stay a pleasant one. It's not much, but we get by. Very little money passes through Winterhold anymore, but if there's one thing you can count on, it's folks needing a drink now and then. You mean the inn or Winterhold? Suppose it's the same answer either way. Winterhold's fallen on hard times, to say the least. Most folk packed up and left years ago. A few of us are either too stubborn or too crazy to go, so we do our best to make a living. See ya.
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just keep walking. Until next time.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry. I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important question is, why are you here? Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within? Humor is often in short supply here. But I sense that perhaps you're after more than just that. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will. No, I'm afraid I don't know anything of the sort. Excellent. A standard spell for one skilled in destruction magic is the Firebolt. Casting one at the seal on the ground here would be sufficient. No? Well, if you think you're capable of it, then I'd be happy to provide it to you for a mere 30 gold. Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards around Skyrim. They also sell spells. Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it. Winterhold's glory days may lie behind, but the college lives on. Much knowledge lies within the college's walls. There's nothing more I can teach you. If you can pass the test, then yes. Excellent. Yes, you were going to demonstrate your ability, were you not? All right, then. Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me. The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated. Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose. Still, there's always room for improvement. Much knowledge lies within the college's walls. No matter what, the college will endure. You'll need to speak with Mirabelle Irvine. Her quarters are in the Hall of Countenance, but she could be anywhere on the grounds. She's the master wizard here. Archmage Aaron may be in charge, but Mirabelle runs the place. You do well to remember that. Mirabelle will be waiting for you.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find the Thalmor received no such treatment here. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, of course. The Archmage has my thanks.
Very good. Then we're done here. Welcome to the college. Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin? Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared. After I finish showing you the grounds, we can talk. Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments. Now I'll show you your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions. Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
You are new here, are you not? We have not spoken. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Savos Arin, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear? Not often, no. Some risks must be taken, to be sure. I am simply trying to avoid untimely deaths. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us. Purpose? I should think it's self-evident. Magic is a true power, not something to be shunned by commoners, or treated as an amusing diversion by politicians. It shapes worlds, creates and destroys life. It deserves proper respect and study. The college is a place where we can focus on that, without the pressures of the world weighing down on us. I've seen documents dating back to the late Second Era. Beyond that, it's hard to say. Events in the last several hundred years resulted in a significant loss of our history, I'm afraid. The Great Collapse, as it has come to be known. An unfortunate natural disaster that ravaged the area. The college fared far better than the city of Winterhold, but it was not left untouched. No one is sure of the cause. Some believe the eruption of Red Mountain had far-reaching consequences that were only felt years later. I know there are some who have blamed the college, said that we were responsible. I assure you this is not the case. The Sea of Ghosts practically came alive. No one was expecting it. Monstrous waves battered the shore for weeks on end. Winterhold was ancient and weathered, but it couldn't withstand the sea's fury. Entire districts of the city were lost overnight. The waves receded in time, but the damage was irreversible. Most residents of Winterhold abandoned what was left of the city. The college survived, and so here we remain. Now, if you'll excuse me. What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several if you're talented.
Please, if there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly. There are no expectations. This college is a place to study and practice magic freely. Hopefully any discoveries made in your pursuits will be shared with the members of the college first. That way we all benefit. Well, that depends on what you're looking for. Beralda can teach destruction spells and offers training in that school. Finis is one of the best conjurers in all of Skyrim and can help with spells from that school. Don't let Tolfdir fool you. He's the preeminent scholar on alteration, one of the best in Tamriel and always willing to pass on his knowledge. If you can find him and focus his attention, there's a great deal Drevis can teach you about illusion magic. And finally, there's Colette. She may be difficult to get along with. She's very knowledgeable when it comes to restoration magic. Day-to-day operations are my responsibility, which means if you become a problem, you get sent to me. Mine is not a popular position, but someone needs to keep things running smoothly.
Another new apprentice, I see. Are you of the sort that believe you're here to change the world? Or are you only in it for yourself? I assure you that I shall be watching you, all of you, very closely. Your superior and I were simply having a discussion about my level of access to the college. Well, perhaps that is why you're merely an apprentice here. Nothing you need to concern yourself with. I shall be quite capable of observing everything that goes on here. I am an advisor to the Archmage. The Thalmor wish to promote relations with your college. I am at the Archmage's disposal if he requires advice. Now that stability has been established between the Dominion and the Empire, we seek only to help Skyrim, to guide its people through this time of transition, to help lead them to a better future. Perhaps not as often as he should. In time, I believe he will be more trusting.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Well, your classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
Oh, don't listen to him. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with a demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell, and you have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work. Don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell, and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
New here too, eh? I'd hoped I wouldn't be the only Nord, but I should have known better. Magic is shunned by most. If it can't be swung over your head and used to crack skulls, most Nords want nothing to do with it. Magic is seen as something for elves and weaker races. No offense, of course. Well, look at the evidence. Nords generally don't trust magic, so it's not off to a good start. Throw in the Oblivion Crisis, which was caused by magic users, and the troubles now with the Aldmeri Dominion, who are elves and magic users. And finally, take the fact that the college is the only thing left standing after most of Winterhold was destroyed. It's all fairly damning. I know he's from the Thalmor, and that he claims to be here simply as an advisor. I also know that no one really believes that. I've been trying to avoid him, honestly. Not at all. I consider it a blessing. My family was convinced coming here was a death sentence, or worse. It took years of insisting that this is what I'm meant to do.
Skyrim. You are new, yes? Have you mastered the expert-level distraction spells yet? Ah, this is good. But Jizargo will know them first. It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with Jizargo. Oh yes, Jizargo hopes to find things that will make him a more powerful mage here. Hopefully small things that fit inside pockets and will not be noticed if they are missing. There is much for Jizargo to be sure of. There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. Jizargo will be successful. Of this there is no doubt. May you walk on warm sands.
College is a bit of an oddity in Skyrim. Magic isn't something that's looked upon fondly here.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim. Enchanting services are one of the few things...
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them.
If you require assistance with summoning techniques, please let me know. If you would, please also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not need to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance? Of course I do. If I didn't, most of these books would have been burned to ashes or dissolved to nothing before the Third Era. Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials. A mage is only as good as what he knows. I try to make sure as much knowledge is available as possible. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact. As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador? Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian and devoted all his time to research and study, but more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us. I have a few things laying around that weren't worth adding to the collection. You may look through them.
Until next time.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.